EmceeTV.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy, that motherfucker Steve, coming at you live from EmceeTV here in Des Moines, Iowa. I got the one and only James Tyler with me tonight. The link is going live right now, so we both just kind of blasting that out and sharing it with everybody. So pardon the interruption real quick while your boy blasts this link off here. And I'm gonna tag the homie James in it.
My bad.
Nah, you're good. On YouTube with... It's funny. It's like Late Strwet already knew. I'm sorry. It's like Facebook already knew, because as soon as I started typing, it was like, who are you with? Are you with Late Strwet? So okay. I just posted the link. Oh shit. Did I lose you? Are you still there, brother? We're good. All right. Boom. Bringing him back in. Okay. Shit. All right. We're going to call James back. I think we lost him. So we're going to call James one more time. All right. Just had a small little technical difficulty there. It happens. You know what I mean?
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, no biggie.
Are we still live? Or did it
I
go
think
off?
we're still cracking. We're good.
All right, what's good? My bad.
Yeah, no worries.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Sometimes the internet has hiccups. Ain't no thing. So man, I'm excited to get you on here real quick. I want to say Merry Christmas, bro. Appreciate you.
Yeah, you too, man. Happy holidays.
Thanks, bro. I'll just go ahead and pull this up real quick. Yeah, we're live. Everything looks good. So, yeah. What'd you end up doing for Christmas? You guys up there in Fort Dodge?
Yeah. Spent it. A lot of the family was sick, so we didn't have the family get together on Christmas like we planned to. We had to postpone that a little bit. But yeah, me and the boys just hung out and did the old Christmas thing. Put the presents under the tree and spoiled them up a little bit.
Nice.
What about you?
Yeah, it was about the same, man. We just kicked it here in Des Moines. We went to the in-laws out in Urbandale and hung out with my wife's family Christmas Day and had dinner with them and stuff. And then went back to the crib and just kind of hung out and kicked it. So, yeah, the kids got spoiled. We did it up real big this year. And, it was dope. And matter of fact, I got spoiled. My wife hooked me up with all 4 Tech 9 vinyls. So, I got all of those.
Yeah, that's dope.
I'm pretty excited.
Fucking right, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. When you get spoiled too, it's always a blessing, right?
Yeah, for sure. You got big breaking news, so I'm excited to just I'm excited to get this break-in interview with you. You know what I mean?
I say just dive right in. No, hey man, I'm happy to do it. You hit me with the offer, and I said, fuck it, let's go, let's run it. I dropped a little teaser a couple of days ago with the coming soon, and really shadowed out the image so you couldn't really see it. You had to really look if you wanted to find out. But yeah, man, I got a solo album in the works that is looking like may drop before the whole trilogy series. Didn't plan for it, just kind of I just create when it's there, and it's been there, I guess, man. And should I just say it? Should I say the title?
I think you should. Fuck it. We're in there. We're knee deep. Let's go all the way in.
All right. Let's run it. So it's called Peter Parker, Hometown Hero.
Okay.
So James Tyler, Peter Parker, Hometown Hero. It is a concept album, front to back, artwork and skits and the song context. It's very meta as far as the concept of why it's called Peter Parker. We can dive into that, or we can keep it on the basic side. This is just the first release of the title and the concept. So that in itself is exciting, man. It's one of my proudest projects so far. Proud of the artwork, proud of the music. I think it's the best music I've made solo as a solo artist for sure. You know what I mean? I'm super proud of them.
Yeah, bro. So I was fortunate enough to get a little sneak peek at it. I was adjusting the camera real quick, get my big ass head in there. But I was super fortunate. James threw me a little sneak peek at it, and that's actually what brought us here, because I got to be part of the listening party, if you will, and get to hear the album before it dropped. And so I'm like 5-6 tracks in. I got to see the cover art, and I'm fucking blown away, bro. It is a dope album.
Thank you.
I mean, for somebody that works with you fairly frequently, you know what I mean? I was excited because I didn't even know that this thing was popping. You know what I mean? I didn't know you had this in the works. And then when it came across my email, I was like, no shit. And I thought it was just a single. I thought you was breaking a single. But this man has, how many tracks you got? There's like 10, 12 tracks on there, right?
It's 15.
Okay,
15.
Yeah. That's hard,
full
bro.
Full length album, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Hats off to you, brother.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, for real, for real. It does mean a lot, and I had to send it out, man, to you and a select few others. I did put the post up on blast and said if you hit me up in the hour, but before I did that, I made sure I hit you and a few others, Ray included. Salute to you, Ray. I know you ain't feeling the best, couldn't be here with us today, but you know it's always all love. But yeah, man, I had to send out to a few and just looking for that feedback and seeing what needs to happen. You guys got the raw version, the unmastered, concept version. So yeah, man, still some more work to do. I don't have a date yet. Sadly, I can't give a date, but it's going to be early. And like I said, it's most likely going to be before this trilogy pops off, but that's still coming first thing this year as well. So our first thing next year, I should say.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah, because I know you guys have already been working real hard on that, and you guys have been doing dope stuff. I mean, well, not to mention all the shows and everything that you're doing, plus all the albums.
Constantly, yeah.
Yeah, you guys stay putting in work. So this is exciting, bro. This is exciting. And you and I had even discussed on, getting together and doing a track for Back to Bars Volume 2. So
100%. Yeah, man. I'd be honored. Love to do so.
That'd be exciting as fuck. So I just went through the track listing the other day, and my organization was a little sloppy, and so I was like, I'm missing some tracks, and so I had to go back through and I would get everything put in the right folder and shit. And I was like, okay, there we go.
No, speaking of, man, as far as this album goes, the Peter Parker album. Speaking of that, I was cleaning up my desktop and everything last night and stumbled across the track that was kind of one of the very first ones made in this whole spurt of like creativity that came from me for this album. And I was like, man, this might be the hardest one. And it's not even on the track list that I set out and shit. I was like, fuck. So I got it. And that's all just, and it's in the other studio and shit. I just found the raw file. So I was like, oh man, I got to get back to that. So, there might be another sneak peek on there later.
That's dope. So do you got any features on this one you could talk about?
No features at all. And I'm kind of proud to say that too. It's all me, man. It's my first project with no features in itself. And like I said, it wasn't planned. I was just going to call it Hometown Hero. And I was talking with my boy, Casey, and he's out in Cali and shit. We just keep up with each other. But I was talking with him and he goes, man, what if you like went the Marvel route and called it, Spider-Man or Peter Parker or some shit. And so he's got a lot of credit on the title and going into the meta extent of it. Cause the whole album for me every song kind of has this undertone a metaphor of why me? Why have I been handed this voice? Why do I have this undying, unmatchable drive that I, just try to put it on everybody around me and influence everybody around me with and get them to work as hard as they can work, and I can stop working. Either way, it feels like it's for a reason. It feels like it's all building up for something. And if you follow the Spider-Man in the Marvel universe right now, he just got handed Tony Stark's glasses and all this responsibility got handed over to him, and he doesn't know why. You know what I mean? So it's not I did pick specifically the Tom Holland version of Spider-Man right now, which honestly was kind of like didn't want to, because it's Tom. Tom Holland's not my favorite Spider-Man.
Okay.
No shade on Tom. Do his thing, you know what I'm saying? But not my favorite Spider-Man, but it's the most fitting for the content of this album, I should say.
Okay, dope. Well, so you sent me over the album title. I was just shooting the link out on my other page there real quick, just trying to get a few more people in here with us. I noticed that the first one hit my band page, and it doesn't quite get as much love as my personal.
No, I got a share up too, but I couldn't get a caption or tag anybody because I lost the sound from you, and I was like, oh shit, what happened? Yeah.
Let me see if I can bring in the album cover, and then maybe we can talk about it a little bit. Just because it's so fucking dope.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm super proud of it, man. Super, super proud of it. I did it all myself. Havoc took the photo. I saw the original conversion I had. No one's seen that. Mine that I tried to do like a self portrait thing of, and just wasn't vibing. I couldn't get the angle right, and I needed man half, and yeah, man, it'd make a lot more sense what we're talking about if we can get it pulled up here.
There we go.
Otherwise, I do got the sneak peek in the back there.
All right, so I'm going to make it big, and I'm just going to stretch it over both of us real fast while you talk about it.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, as you see, it's the split. You know what I mean? It's the split, and it kind of creates the duality of next move that are really inspired off what we've done over here on Late Street. So I feel a responsibility, and there's this hometown hero feeling coming back home every time. So it's like, I wanted the representation of that, and the Spider-Man it made sense once Casey threw that on the table. Shout out Casey, and I just made it come to life with the artwork. I tried a few different approaches. I landed on this one and personally fell in love with it. Like I said, I made it all myself, and it's definitely my most proudest work for sure. Everything from the artwork to the album to the songs to just my expression, because that's what music's always been, just trying to make that song that feels like how I felt when I made it. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. No, bro, I think that's dope as fuck. So I'm very impressed with it. I was excited to get it, and
Thank you, man.
I'm even more excited that because we just kind of had this conversation right before we went live. I'm even more excited that you chose this platform to announce the album. So this is the official breaking of the album, and
100%. Dude, had to do it. EmceeTV, man, all day.
Appreciate it, dog.
All day.
Hell yeah. So there's 15 tracks. It's all you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's fire, bro. So how long have you been working on it? Is this something you...
Man, good question. I have yet to even, I guess, sit down and think about that. Not long, man. I've been in a zone creative wise, and when you get them bugs, bro, they just hit you, and that inspiration hits you, and you just gotta either waste it and you don't do anything with it, or you do something with it. And I guess, long story short, man, if I had to guess, without digging into like the very first file creation, probably just a few months, man, less than half a year, about a half a year tops, bro.
Damn.
Not very long at all. The focus has been the trilogy, and my solo album's been done on that. The Late Street part's done, and we're just finishing up some stuff on the Ethan album. And then once that's done, his is the first installment. We can get the boat rolling and polishing out the marketing campaigns and shit. Because that's another note. We'll get there maybe. But anyway, kind of lost track of where I was going. I broke down a lot of different things.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I was just talking to you about how long you'd been working on the album. And...
Yeah, that's right. 6 months, bro. Not very long at all. It just kind of hit me, and it came out quick, man. It came out quick.
That's dope. Did you choose regular producers, people that you normally work with, or did you reach outside the box? Or
Oh, perfect. Good question. No, so I've had the past few years. I've had a couple producers, not quite in house, but working closely with 515 Johnny. Of course, Dirt Nasty Beats did a lot on the trilogy, but he did not do anything on this album per se. But then there's a couple producers I've been messing with out in Ukraine.
Damn.
He found us through SoundCloud actually, and just wanted to show love, and has been sending packs for like the past year. So I've got basically him and 515 Johnny have done most of the album pretty much.
That's dope.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's like low key. The Ukraine guys, I'm not dropping a name because he doesn't have one. Like he's not someone who's got like a platform or like even a fucking producer name. He's just out here doing what he loves, and found us and was like, "Hey, I want to give you what I'm doing." And so I'm like, "Yeah, man. And what do I credit you as? Oh, you don't know? I guess my guy." You know what I mean? Like, so yeah.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah. So no, it's got a few producers on it, but it's very. I think you can hear it, and once you get all the way through it and stuff, and once it drops, I think you'll be able to hear it helped the feeling of the album, the overall sonics of the album really, really coexist from song to song because of the producers don't vary so much, and I think that really helped a lot of the storyline of it.
That's dope. Hell yeah. So okay, so it's all you. You got the. I mean, it's pretty much done. So who are you gonna have mix and master it?
Good question. I always usually do it myself. This one I've been thinking about going outside myself and really and
I,
you
I got
know.
I got a couple homies. If you're sticking with that
Okay.
international trip, my bro out in South Korea has been doing some mixing and mastering for me, and his shit's on point. So I'm sure he could definitely do a few, if not all the albums. So I mean, it just depends on which direction you end up going. And then
I would
RJ,
love to start with maybe just a test song. Oh, RJ fucks around?
yeah, yep, he did all of
Oh,
Back to Bars Volume One. So
oh, dope, dope.
yeah,
Well, shit. Between them cats alone, maybe we'll. You got the tracks. Maybe we can work something out, and
hell yeah, hell yeah. That'd be dope. So I'll reach out to Cap in South Korea and see what that's looking like. But he just did the track that we did with. So he did the two tracks that we did with Marv One that we're going to Detroit to film with. So yeah, yep. About 3 weeks.
hell yeah, man, that'll be
So
dope. That'll be dope.
yeah, I'm excited, bro. I know Ray's real excited. I was just hitting him up about it today, and kind of when we were talking about, it's funny. I was just looking at our clothing. We got kind of like the Crip and the Blood thing going on. This worked out. No
That's
gangbanging,
clouded.
no gangbanging, but I
Right,
just,
right,
I
no,
noticed. Uh, our
that's
colors
funny.
coordinated perfect. They look good.
That's clouded.
Uh, nah, but I was talking to Ray today, and I was sending him pictures of the last time I was out in Detroit working and the Coney dogs and shit. And I was like, bro, this is gonna be dope. This is gonna be dope. And he was like, yeah, man. He was like, bro, I'm sick as fuck still. And I was like, oh, okay, well, get better. I mean, we need you healthy for Detroit. So for now, just focus on getting better.
That's right.
I'll
That's
fly
right.
solo tonight. So
Bigger picture shit, man. Bigger picture shit for
hell
real.
yeah. Hell yeah. So shout out to my dog, Big Ray West.
Shout out,
We'll
man.
get you back
Salute.
in the booth soon. So
Hmm.
hell
Hmm.
yeah, hell yeah. So okay. So what's next for Late Street? You got Late Street going. You got James Tyler solo projects going. You guys are busy, bro.
Not only that, but me and Havoc actually have a project in the works. So
Oh,
we did Havoc on Late Street that dropped this year, earlier this year. That that was kind of. I mean, we didn't do a huge marketing campaign on it, so I'm not sure. I haven't even looked at the analytics on it. I'm not sure what the numbers are doing or if it was slept on or not. To me, it kind of feels slept on. I don't ever hear anybody ever kind of referring back to it. Uh, but no, that's a really dope project. But then, yeah, me and Havoc got the Havoc and James that we still have yet to sit down and concept. We got the songs, a little EP, but we don't have a direction for it yet. Um, but yeah, that's got some fire on it. Like that project right there is going to be some heat. I might wait till summer and let that bitch drop in the summer this next year. But not only that, I mean, yeah, man. So we got the trilogy coming. Apologies to anybody out here really been waiting on it because it's been like 2 years in the making, and we're very well aware of it. All apologies. It's because we want it to be beautiful and the best thing we've ever fucking done. And there's so much going into it with the three perspectives, three pieces, three puzzle pieces. It's a lot. So we want it to really be special. Not only that, but we've changed up the way we're going to distribute our music from here on out. If you haven't noticed, or have noticed maybe that we don't have anything up on iTunes anymore. We don't have anything up on Spotify anymore. It's basically all off everything except SoundCloud and YouTube. And I know it's inconvenient. I recognize that, but it's all for a good reason. And we're trying to get our shit right and get this back to the artist, seeing what they should receive off their music. You know what I'm saying? So I think we're going to start hitting this with a new approach and kind of almost hit it like the movies do with theater releases, where it's like we're going to do campaign it and do when it drops, it's going to be a full month of just being able to get physical copies from vinyl to CD to a hard drive, jump drive, if you want it that way. You know what I'm saying? But offer it only physical copies for the first month, 4 or 6 weeks or so, and then eventually bring it to streaming platforms, but very limited. And hopefully by that time, I would like to get into I've been thinking big on maybe developing my own app where it's a Deuce Block app, and the only place you're gonna be able to stream our shit is right here on our app. You know what I mean? And who knows? Maybe that's a hassle that the game's not ready for. But I'm just sick of these artists out here getting fucked, and we all are trying to use these distro kids and United Masters and shit. You know what I mean? So
I think
I'm just trying to figure out a way to bring it back to the artist.
I think we saw that. You know what I mean? Like there was a lot of people that got their what is it, year-end rap or whatever that came out, and I'm sure it wasn't unique to just Spotify. I'm sure that Apple and probably Tidal and everybody isn't really splitting the pie as much as everybody would like to see it split.
Nah, when I seen three, so first of all, when I looked at my numbers through DistroKid, I didn't realize that through all platforms, Spotify being one of the least amounts, but I did like 3.5 mil under James Tyler alone, right?
That's
And I didn't realize
phenomenal.
I streamed that much, right? And I was like, oh shit, I streamed that much. That's cool, overall. But I seen there was $79 in my motherfucking royalty account. And I was like, well, fuck me. I was like, you know what I mean? I was like, this will never add up. This will never add up to make me. It's discouraging as an artist to see that with all this hard work and then seeing it put in front of that many people, which is all we hope for at the end of the day. But then like it's almost like a backhanded compliment to see your fucking royalty numbers at the end of the day. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
It don't feel good,
Well, and it's a weird thing, right? Because it's not like at first glance you might go, oh well, maybe we weren't not just me or maybe you and I or whoever wasn't able to negotiate that contract as well
Right.
for our percentage. But then when you see artists like Snoop saying the same thing, right? Didn't Snoop have
I shared that, yeah.
200,
So
200 million or something ridiculous?
he said a billion streams got him $40,000, but then he did correct himself and said it was 400,000. But still, $400,000 off of 1 billion streams. When you think about 1 billion fucking listeners, 1 billion songs played, you know what I mean? Like that's worth a lot more than 400,000. I don't care which way you cut the pie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So bottom line, the streaming platforms are not the move, I don't think, anymore.
I'm sitting here trying to do the math on the fly. I don't know what percentage that is, but I think it's small.
It's not. Yeah, it's not anything. It's not anything that should add up to. That's for sure. It's not like selling a billion records. That ain't adding up to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's for sure.
And I mean, I guess, it is cool that the Nielsen Sound Scam did start to recognize music streams and things like that for awards and to certify diamond and things like that. But at the same time, those don't add up to funds. It's cool to have those awards and
the
those
accolades
plaques.
are nice, but I gotta pay my rent. I gotta make it worth my time at the end of the day, man. And it's shitty.
Yeah, I can't pay my Mid-American bill by saying, hey, you know who I am?
Right. And it's shitty that it comes to that because, no one, at least for me, I'll say I didn't start this for the money. I started this because I love to do it. And it's always been a part of me no matter what music has. So I'm going to always do it no matter what. But when you start chasing it as a career choice in a certain fashion, then it's like, the numbers got to start adding up. Or it doesn't make sense, to pay for that babysitter, to take that time off work, to put them miles on that car. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just, there's so much shit to it that, you can get tax write-offs for so much if you're playing your fucking papers right. But like, it's got to add up.
Yeah.
And these days, the music ain't ever been it, for some years now. It's always been how do you market yourself as a brand? How do you put your image out there and brand it and market it that way and sell merchandising or playing shows and getting those tickets sold and having them new fans with the product that you're offering them to purchase. It's the numbers can make sense real quick is what I've learned. If you got 500 people spending $20 your way a month, every month, that's a substantial living. 500 people is a substantial living. If you could offer something worth at least 20 to 50 bucks, you can pay your rent off that. You know what I mean? You can make a living off that. But it's creating that base to have 500 people out here willing to buy something from you every single month, and then having a product willing to buy every month. And if you're not putting out records that people are willing to buy, then music ain't going to do it. No one's buying music anymore,
Yep. Yeah. I mean, years ago, I did an interview with Big Scoop from Strange Music, and he told me straight up, he said, this music shit is for free, homie. He said, what I mean? Like, that's just to get them in the door for these live shows so I can sell them merch and sell them a ticket to come see me perform.
That's what Ethan and I have always been saying these past few years, man, is this music's nothing but an advertisement for the clothing brand at this point. You know what I mean? Like it's Deuce Spot clothing, fucking Late Strwet clothing, get that shit. And this next year we plan to really, really put that shit on steroids and start doing kind of branch off series of not just Late Street gear. We've really focused on Late Street gear and created that. When we took the website down for now, going through some changes. I want to update the website, create some new product, give it a whole new look. You know what I mean, for 2024. And yeah, man, really give just some street style wear that like you are down to wear to the club, not just like support your fucking homies band at the venue. You know what I mean? I don't want to just make band tees. I want to create some real clothing. You know what I mean? Something that people would be excited to put on and wear type shit.
Yeah, something somebody's excited to go buy from a store and be like, yo, I got
Yeah.
the new gear.
Yeah, and I excited news there. I got a couple outlets that we will 2024. You will be able to have 2 shops in Fort Dodge where you can go in store and buy Late Street clothing, do
Oh,
squad
that's
clothing.
dope. That's dope.
So that's exciting too. Yeah.
I've always been impressed with you guys' logo and the layout, and everything looks really polished and it's done really well. And
Thank you, man. Thank you.
yeah, I've showed it off to a few different homies and been like, bro, fuck with my guys. You know what I mean? Like these dudes really got it going on. So
I appreciate that. Not only that, but I got the hookup on creating merchandise for everybody too. You know what I'm saying? These artists need merchandise. Hit me up. I got the hookup on that. I do everything myself. I print everything myself. You know, stitch everything too. So just I'm always there as an offer, and as well as I've been trying to get into video. I've always been in video editing. I edit all of our shit. You know what I mean? So I've always been there, but I've been picking up the camera and trying to do more video shoots for people and photo shoots and shit. So I just want to put that on the table. James Talent out here is trying to create another market, for myself. And if you're interested, check out the YouTube page, check out the visuals, get a frame of reference, and let me know.
well, I mean, I can definitely testify to that because you did some stuff for EmceeTV a while back, and I was very pleased with it. You know what I mean? Your cuts
That's
for the
right. Yeah,
shorts.
some reels.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those came out fresh as fuck, bro. So
And that's honestly, I feel like where my specialty is on like quick fix with those things these days. And that's something every artist should be on, any entrepreneur should be on, is getting those reels. So you want to cut some corners and, cough up a little bit of money to cut some time off your clock, let me know.
I mean, and it only makes sense. You know what I mean? Like a person like myself or like yourself, we wear a lot of hats. And so, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to go, all right, you know what? I just don't have the time for this one. I'm going to pass it to the homie, and I'm going to let him take a little weight off my shoulders for a little bit. And you know what I mean?
And having them reliable cats to be able to lift some of that weight and take that hat off your head is like, sometimes that's the challenge around here, is finding someone who's reliable enough that's going to get the work done the way you want it to get done.
Without a doubt.
But that's why, I mean, hey, man, we exist. We out here. And, me and you are prime examples of our arms reach will get you pretty much anything you need done, handled,
Real talk.
Not to sound fucking, ego filled or nothing like that. It wasn't supposed to sound like that.
Nah.
But, we network.
Hell yeah. Yeah. And we've worked with a lot of these cats in the industry. You know what I mean? Be it on a stage, in a venue, in a studio. You know what I mean? We've worked with a lot of different cats. So.
And that's true, man. A lot of years been doing it for sure.
Hell yeah. Yeah, bro. I'm just excited to see. I'm excited to see where you guys go with it next, man. So you said, okay. Go ahead and fill them in on the trilogy real quick, because you've referenced that a few times, and then some of the viewers right now may not be fully aware of how it all went together, because it's really kind of an in-depth process where you guys are putting a lot together. I don't want to steal any thunder, but you guys, with the 3 albums and then how it all kind of comes together as one.
So, excuse me. So yeah, it's been a long road. We call it the trilogy because it's 3 albums that coexist as one storyline that pretty much tries to put Late Street into one. I don't even know the word anymore. I used to have alt pitch for this. It's been a minute.
I put you on the spot too. My bad, dog.
Yeah. So the trilogy, man, it's 3 albums, man, front to back. So we got the first album, Ethan Kane. It's based loosely based off Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein. That was a old book from back in the day. Some kids might remember it. Some 90s babies out here born in the 1900s, But yeah, man. So it's loosely based off that, and we played off that with the artwork and stuff because it was an impactful book on both of us. And then we got our man Seth Huggins, a super dope artist. He's got his own shop and everything too. Art of Seth. Check that out. But he did the artwork, man, and he killed that. And so we got a bunch of Easter eggs in this artwork. And when you get all 3 albums, it creates one full piece of art. And then the storyline within the music and the music videos that will coexist with it kind of creates one long story through all 3 albums as well. and by the end of all the music videos, you kind of have a short film by the end of it. So I mean, it's very meta in a sense of when you hear the songs and you're looking at the artwork, you'll be able to like see little Easter eggs in the artwork that are being referenced as you're looking at work and shit. And I don't know, it's really really cool. Really really proud of it for sure.
That's dope, bro. Yeah, and you guys have been working on that for a little while. Like I remember we did our first interview. You had a
Talking about it, yeah.
had a little bit of a timeline, and then there were some interruptions and whatnot. And I think
Well, 100%. And we were actually they were planned and scheduled to drop almost a year and a half ago now, almost 18 months ago now. We did our whole Off the Cliff tour in 2021. And that was, or was it 2022? I'm not even sure anymore.
I think it was 2021. I think you're right.
Yeah. So we did that tour because we were about to drop the albums right when we got back, and that was the initial plan. And then we pretty much went and recreated all the albums because, as you know, as an artist, sometimes you get over your shit. You sit on it for too long, or you grow from just a whole different level up as an artist, a different phase as an artist. You live and exist in a different realm as a person. It's kind of what happened in that moment, and we just kind of like reapproached it and go, well, shit, man. While we're sitting on these tracks, we've already been creating X, Y, and Z of product that it's like these kind of feel more like what we're trying to do here than these other ones. So, in other words, I mean, after the trilogy all said and done, we might throw you some like come up with a clever name of some like the throwaways. You know what I mean? Because we got 2 albums worth of stuff.
Yeah, that's dope. I've kind of got the same thing going on right now. Like I started putting all this stuff together for Back to Bars Volume 2, and I had like a full steam of momentum, and everything was going real fast and moving along real good. And then, I had some small hiccups and things slowed me down. And then like, because I was coming off the steam of Back to Bars Volume 1, and I went right into the next one, and I was like, all right, you know what, we're just going to hit this one hard, and we're going to do this, and I'm going to take what I learned off of this one, and we're going to keep it rolling. Mm-hmm. And then the album just kept growing, and I just kept working with different artists, and then I went to New York and Detroit again, and I created more videos, and it just, the things keep growing. And then all of a sudden now I'm looking at it and I'm going, I got 20 tracks, and I don't think these are all going to make the album, but these are all phenomenal tracks. So I just got to find a home for them and where they're going to go.
Because they're not. That's the thing is even the ones that get considered throwaways or get thrown away or off to the wayside for a little bit till they find their home. They're not bad. It doesn't mean they're bad. It's just you grow so much, and I've never been the one to be like, no, we got to stay in this box. We got to stay within the plan. It's like, no, as an artist, like when shit just starts happening and it keeps happening, like don't stop it. Just let it happen. That's always been me. And if that means things get tossed around and changed up, then I'm like, shit, it's always meant to be. If you ask me, I'm like, it's better that way because it may not be what I envisioned, but what's that quote is, the best joke you can give God is like to make plans or some shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's like you don't really fucking get to make plans. The shit, life just happens. So,
yeah, he looks at that and goes, "Nah, that ain't gonna work."
Like, you're funny. You thought you were gonna fucking determine that?
Yeah, no doubt. No
and
doubt.
I feel like music works that way, especially when you work with a lot of artists, which you do and I do as well. I mean, collaborations and working with other people, it's never around your clock. It's never around your time, and it usually never gets done in anybody's vision of time span, but usually for good reason, usually for a better product at the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. I find that those things that come together real easy. I mean, you catch one of those every once in a while and you go, oh, that's dope. But then those ones that you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta push a little harder for, or free up some extra time for. Mm-hmm. When it's done, you go,
it's worth it.
That's it. Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah, and if it's really good, man, if like music's done really well, it'll always be timeless. So it ain't about like it's got to be done right now because it fits in this time of culture better. Like if it's really done well and it's a really good song the way you think it is, then it'll be timeless. You know what I mean? I try to remind myself of that too. Is like don't get caught up on it being culturally appropriate right now or have a better reference now than ever type shit, because it's like shit, man, if it's really what I think it is, then it'll resonate no matter what.
Amen. So okay, so what's next for you guys? I know you guys you did a ton of shows this last year, you know what I mean? You guys rocked the stage with, well, go ahead and fill them in a little bit. I know you guys rocked the stage with
I always lose track, man. It started with Token, which that was, I mean, you were there for that one.
I was.
That was a blowout show, man. That was really fucking dope.
That was February 2023?
in March 2023.
March. Okay.
March. Yep. Yep. March 5th, I believe. And then
at Gabe's.
yeah, Gabe's, and then I don't remember a lot of them, to be honest with you. We played with Doobie again in Iowa City. That was just a few months ago.
I was gonna.
We did a Fort Dodge show.
I was gonna try and hit that one, but I missed it just because I was.
Oh, I mean,
I think I had Chris Webby was in town, and I got stuck at that show.
hell yeah, and it's a hike. It's a hike to get all the way out there.
It was, yeah.
At least from where we're at, you know what I mean. But no, that was a good one too. We had Ill Bill lined up. That kind of fell through, you know, as you know. And then shit, man, I'm just trying to think of all the fucking tickets and flyers that I went through today or this year. Yeah, man, I don't know. Who knows, man? The proof's it's there. You can fucking Facebook will show you.
Right? You guys rocked a lot of stages, bro. Yeah, I mean, I was trying to think too, and I'm like, fuck, these guys were everywhere. You know what I mean? You guys.
Well, and that's the thing, bro. We really do put in so much work. Like, it's really a nonstop thing for me over here. That it's like I love getting asked, like, what all have you done? You know, and like reminiscing on it. But I like without it being in front of me, dude, I can't remember shit. Like, it's just so much that I'm like. I don't know what I ate for breakfast this morning.
Right. Big facts. You know? Hell yeah. Okay, so what did you guys learn in 2023 that you're hoping to take into 2024?
Good question, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, a lot, actually. A lot. I mean, all the way down from how we're going to approach every way we moving forward. Like, literally, I mean, we've been hitting it so hard with the social media aspect of the grind these past like 2 or 3 years, and I'll tell you what, I learned a shit ton about the algorithm and how to finesse it and how to take the form of clickbait into reels and how to get that format down and how to use trends but be original. Like, and then just like paying attention to those analytics and seeing numbers are coming from and the percentage of the age groups and male versus female, depending on the content even. And then like, do they find it through direct link more than they found it through just stumbling upon it? Did it some more subscribers versus non-subscribers? You know, so much, dude, to be honest, like overload amount of studying I've done myself, but all for good use and all going to be applied in 2024 in hopefully a very big way, in a way we've never done, and just seeking kind of a different mission, like not seeking a trend wave or seeking anything really that's already existing, just really trying to hone in. Because I mean, Late Strwet and James, myself, as in James Tyler, is just, we have a very unique sound. You know what I mean? And that's just undeniable. No ego shit, no big head shit. Like we just don't sound like anything else you hear. And I'll put my word on that. That being said, I really just want to focus on that. I want to focus on the originality that we bring to the table with this music shit and the hard work that we put in and just, you know, fucking. That's pretty much it. And I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to like just straight up tell you guys how I'm about to do it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I learned a shit ton as far as how to approach this year, as far as marketing and social media goes, and just getting used to saying no a little more, man. We've said yes to almost every opportunity that comes our way. I realized it didn't do as much good as I'd hoped and what I thought would come from it. I realized it kind of backfired and did the opposite in a lot of ways, as far as oversaturating certain venues, you know, where like it's hard to bring an audience back to the same venue to see Late Strwet when we played there 3 times in the past month and a half, 2 months, you know what I mean? So just getting used to saying no a little more and spreading it out and being smarter that way too, you know?
Hell yeah. Yeah, I definitely I was looking at some of the metrics and stuff. We hit it hard on YouTube. I did really well on YouTube. Spotify did not perform near as well as I had hoped it would have.
Mine didn't either this year. iTunes did way more than our Spotify did, and that was the first this year. I don't know why that was. I have yet to jump into those numbers, but yeah.
Yeah, but I would like to continue to try and build on those metrics and grow. I got a homie out in L.A. You saw his car when we were flipping through pictures earlier and stuff. That's my homie Nuisance One.
Yeah.
And he's building his Spotify right now and doing some different things, and we're kind of bouncing ideas off of each other. And it's been kind of fun to go, oh, that's how you're doing that, or you know,
yeah,
what I mean? different things. And so to see what's working for him and what's not working for me.
It's dope that you guys get that feed off of each other, and to like where one mistake gets made over here now. You don't have to take from that. You can go a different route and vice versa. You know, if you make a mistake here, no, that shit. I honestly wish that's what I had any of that over here. You know what I mean? My circle's not really doing what I'm doing, and that is what it is. It's no shade type shit. It's just the like-minded individuals we have in Fort Dodge are very few and far between, damn near non-existent. So you know what I mean? That just is what it is. So no, that's what's up though. That's super dope, and it's gonna speed up the process for both you guys in a big way.
Yeah. So we already talked about it a few times, but we're getting ready to go to Detroit. We're gonna get a bunch of fucking footage out there and kind of flood the market with it and just hit it as hard as we can. And then,
Right.
and then in March, I'm driving out to LA and I'm doing a bunch of filming with the homie Nuisance, with Ray West from GFG.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and so there's gonna be a couple different trips where we're just collecting footage. But in 2024, I'm definitely gonna try and drop a bunch of music because I dropped a few tracks in 2023. But I really want to drop a bunch of music in 2024 and start really pushing some singles for me because a lot of the stuff I've done has been compilations. But I've been fucking with these beats and writing some rhymes. I got a battle coming up February 24th, so I'm gonna jump in this battle thing with Get You Some.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
oh shit!
I got a little battle. We'll see how I hold my own. But I'm gonna jump in there.
I'm gonna have to tune in on that one. I'm gonna have to tune in on that one for sure.
And but yeah, man, I'm just gonna be trying to flex this pen a little bit and get out there and make it happen and really, you know, and work on this little solo tip that I've been fucking with over here on the side tip. So
hell yeah, that's what's up, man. I'm excited for all that shit.
I appreciate it.
In Iowa, man, Iowa's really been. I think I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Iowa's really been bubbling and a lot of the work being put in from so many of us, man, and it's really cool to see, man. You got people like fucking Nasty, you got the 505 Johnnies, you got Lolos, you got yourself, you know what I'm saying, with the EmceeTV movement, Ray West with GFG, you know what I'm saying, like Stellar Boys out here doing their thing, fucking. I know I'm forgetting people. I'm sorry if I forgot you, and we, you know, because I fuck with all of them. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with everybody.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, man, it is what it is. Fucking never mind. I ain't gonna start that shit. Hold up.
There's a gang of us out here.
Funny.
There's a gang of us out here trying to put in work for the city. You know what I mean, and really put Des Moines on the map. So, and Iowa in general. Hell yeah, I believe that. Yo, we're gonna pry that door open,
Straight
and then
up.
it's too late.
They're like, oh
we
shit, look what's happening in Iowa. I had no idea. For real.
Right?
For real.
Cool, man. Well, I definitely appreciate you sitting down with me, dog. This was dope.
Yeah,
This
I
was fun
appreciate
to get
it,
to
man.
break. This was fun to get to break the new record and talk a little hip hop and
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was gonna try and throw in a couple other little hip hop topics and shit, but I was like, you know what? I'm having so much fun talking about Iowa and everything that you guys are doing. You know what I mean? It's really been it's been exciting to pick that topic more than just throwing in random shit about whoever. You know what I mean? So.
Hell yeah, man. No, like I said, bro, it's always an honor to sit down with you and chat it up, man. I always appreciate it, and yeah, it's always a good ass time, bro. Always.
Hell yeah. All right, man. Well, I appreciate it. I think at that note, I think we'll go ahead and sign off. I'll let you get back because I know you guys kind of work early and shit. And
yeah.
I got to punch this
All
clock
good,
a little
man.
bit on the editing tip and get a couple more videos chopped. But man,
Yes, sir. Well, shit, man. Happy holidays, bro. Like I said, appreciate it.
happy holidays
Fucking
to you,
always.
my man. Real quick,
Always.
plug the socials for anybody that's watching that doesn't know how to find you.
Everywhere at 2 Late Street, man. Or you can just Google Late Street. Google us.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? You'll find everything solo from James Tyler and Ethan Kane branched off them pages, man. So check it out. Google us. Late Street.
That's what's up. All right, man. Until next time, it's your boy, that motherfucker Steve for EmceeTV. We out.
Yes, sir.
Been known to snatch a piece or two. Y'all can't take over cause we gon' eat the you. Rock steady like a ginger brought Aretha through. This shit torture and I'ma keep feeding you. On that East Coast shit, y'all better duck down. Price on his dome, 5 on it like yuck mouth. When the plug get knocked, that's when the price jumps. American Nightmare, that's where the Spice won. Rappers running like Ricky in the alleyway. Putting an end to the week, no Saturday. They want static, get it shaking like Cassius Clay. Passionate thugs mixing Douce with Alizé.
Don't play with us. Them moves ain't got you safe enough. Yelling fuck 'em like Smokey off the angel dust. My life's so real, sounds like I made it up. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up. Dangerous, softer than a razor's touch. We hit that strip and get the caking up. God hate ugly, so ain't no saving us. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up.